All right, so today is November 1st. We just spent 2 months in Lisbon, Portugal, getting my day started by listening to a little Gary Vaynerchuk podcast. I definitely recommend listening to at least an hour of a podcast every day by somebody who inspires you, whether it be marketing, trading, whatever. In fact, I got 2 new podcasts coming out myself, so definitely stay tuned for that. But we are on our way to Cape Town, South Africa. We're gonna be there for 2 months. Right now, I'm trying to fit this 27-inch monitor, and I got it hidden inside of here. So we're gonna see if I can actually make this fly for 30 hours and not break. So wish me luck. We're on our way to Cape Town. It's fragile. Getting ready for our first class flight on Emirates with the Sanders. Economy. We're getting ready to go to South Africa, and Sandra's shopping for fur coats. It's hot there.
It's practical.
The other one.
For the safari. This is safari attire. Option 2. Okay.
All right, guys, so we are getting ready for our 20-hour trip to Cape Town. Had to celebrate, just got myself a new pair of parasol. The model number is 3186. I know somebody's gonna ask what these shades are, but we just launched Food Sport Trading. Over a year of work put into this, so super pumped that we finally got that launched. Just yesterday, I had our first webinar to announce it, so really cool stuff, guys. Super exciting. Our new 90-day program, Food Sport Pro, is a game changer, but we're getting ready to grab a little snack and then get on our flight, and I'll see you in Cape Town. Sandra found the Carnival King seat at the sardine store.
Look at that butt. Products for men.
As you get older, you realize you need to spend a lot of money on facial creams. So we're at Kiehl's here in Dubai, making a pit stop. I gotta get the Age Defender. So it's 2 a.m. here in Dubai. I just cracked my phone on the floor, and now we're in the lounge thanks to Chase Sapphire Preferred cards.
Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Grubbing down Chase Sapphire Preferred and Reserve I love.
But the preferred doesn't give you lounge access.
How about that? Spotted our first sign of wildlife. Oh shit. So we have arrived in Cape Town. My screen thankfully survived the battle of the 20-hour flight, but I have no Wi-Fi. The market opens in 9 minutes. I'm waiting for a phone call over here because the internet, of course, is not working. The struggle is real. Okay, now what?
All right, release it. You'll see all the lights on the modem flashing.
We got stuck in the rain. Okay, with all our friends. That's nice.
So I finally got the internet to work. Made a quick $500. Showing up late to the party. Now me and Sandra are at our first dinner tonight. Checking out Nobu, getting after it. Hello, this thing on? All right, what is up, guys? A lot of things kind of drastically changed in the last couple weeks. As you just saw, we were just at dinner. But about 2 days after that, me and Sandra's relationship finally came to a close after 13 months. And it's definitely an unfortunate thing, but I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as an opportunity. I'm not, per se, really sad about it. I knew it was coming. More so just disappointed. It sucks when you want something to work and it just doesn't. And you really just have to accept that for what it is. Just like you make an investment in something, so at some point, if it's not working, you have to call it quits and pull the plug, because it just becomes counterproductive to continue pouring money or effort or time into something that no longer serves you or supports growth in where you want to go. So, for me, it's been interesting. Relationships have always, at least relationship endings, have always inspired dramatic change and growth for me in my life. It all started where one of my previous relationships, the breakup, led to me making a drastic change in my life and finally just getting the hell out of Oregon, which led to me moving to Boise, Idaho when I was 23. And still to this day, that year in Boise, Idaho was probably still the best year of my life and the most fun I've ever had, which then led to me moving to San Diego, where I spent the last 8 years up until 13 months ago when I met Sandra. And I can never thank her enough for also inspiring change in me. When we first met, I was definitely involved in a lifestyle that was not productive to what I wanted to be doing. San Diego is the coolest city I've ever been to in my life, but there's also a lot of partying and riffraff going on, and I was caught up in a lifestyle, and I love everyone there, but at the same time, it wasn't curating true growth in where I wanted my life to go. And so when I met Sandra, I almost moved to Miami, and she was continuing on her travels to Thailand, and I had the opportunity to escape, basically just this continued party lifestyle, and have somebody to hang out with that didn't like to drink or party. And I really needed that in my life. I just wanted to focus on personal development, personal growth, my business, and continue forward with somebody that was supporting me in that change. And Sandra was definitely there for me 100% through all that. And we had an amazing relationship, but it came to a point where we were no longer serving each other's goals in life. And if you're in a relationship, whether it be with your family, your friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, you really have to evaluate it and ask yourself, is this serving my purpose? Is it curating success and where I want my life to go? And somewhere down the road, as we continually found out more about each other, we both came to the realization that neither of us were serving each other anymore. And it just came to the point that we had to end that relationship. And it's like when I think about my relationship with my mom and dad, and I know that they 100% support me in my goals and passions and dreams, but with my relationship with Sandra towards the end, I was more so being ridiculed for spending most of my time trying to pursue my dreams and make them happen. And that doesn't make her a bad person in any way, shape, or form. It just makes her the wrong person. So you really have to think about the relationships you have and distance the ones that are not getting you closer to your goals, and try to curate new ones that will get you there. And it's definitely interesting after breaking up with her and being in Cape Town, South Africa, where I am now, to being with someone 24/7 for 13 months, to all of a sudden being alone in a city where I know absolutely nobody. I am 100% out of my comfort zone. But the beautiful thing about getting out of your comfort zone is that it inspires change, and change equals growth, okay? The problems with relationships, for the most part, is you become complacent. And when you're complacent, nothing happens. You're not inspired, you're not changing. And just within these last 2 weeks, so many changes have been set in place that are getting me closer to where I want to be going with my life. Okay, for one, I haven't been working out or eating right in the last 8 months, okay? So just in the last 2 weeks, my motivation has never been so high to get my diet back on track, to get my fitness back on track. I've been reaching out to a lot of people that I'm going to be doing collaborations with. I'm actually launching a new company coming up here very, very soon. And the relationships that I'm building right now and the things that are going forward with right now would have never happened if this relationship was still going on, okay? So that's what's so motivating about relationships for me is, you know, once they're over, the complacency is gone, and that barrier that may have potentially been holding you back from achieving your goals is now gone. And I've never been so motivated in my life and excited about my future as I continually get closer to the life that I really, really want to live. And you know, my previous video where this all started, the Pursuit of Happiness video, where I talk about, you know, you should never sacrifice your own well-being for the sake of another in your own goals and happiness. And me and Sandra were both sacrificing our own well-beings by staying together. And, you know, I have nothing but love for her. I still love Sandra. Maybe our lives will cross paths again somewhere in the future. But as of right now, this relationship has inspired me to make a lot more drastic changes, and it's got me out of my comfort zone. And when you're out of your comfort zone, magical things happen, guys. So look forward to showing you what I got coming for you.